Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I hope you guys take a chance and subscribe. If you are one of my regs, hi guys, I love you. Alright, so today's video is super exciting. Don't mind my crazy hair. I know it's super wild, but whatever. It is a very exciting video because you guys have been asking me for this for the longest time and I just haven't done it. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm such a mess to do this kind of videos, but here I am bringing it to you. We are doing a get ready with me on this look, and this is my go-to makeup. This is what you guys see me with all the time. Whenever I do put makeup for vlogs or for sit-down videos, this is the look I have. So I wanted to share with you guys because you guys are always asking me questions here and on my Instagram, and it's just a very easy look. And I just love it. I wanted to share with you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how I get this look, what I use, all that good stuff. Okay, so here's my face. No makeup at all. Actually just washed it and I put my moisturizer, so I have nothing else on. The first thing I'm going to do is put a lip balm. This one was the first one I grabbed, so I just put in this one. Is this Mid Strawberry. So then the next thing I'm going to put on my face, you guys have seen me talk about this a million times, but is the Psycha Pear color correcting cream treatment. It is like a green cream. I've shared it in so many of my vlogs. You guys love my hair. It looks like I have little horns, but it's life. So it is like a green cream, as you see here, and I just put a couple of dots everywhere. Now this green lotion would definitely help if you have any redness on your face. I don't have a lot, maybe a little bit around my nose and my chin. I don't have a lot, but I do feel like it makes your skin look flawless, and it just makes my makeup look really good. So I always put it on. But trust me, if you have redness on your cheek area or anywhere on your face, you need this. It's amazing. So you could tell it like leaves your face a bit green, but not too much. I don't put a lot either, and a little goes a long way. So I have the green lotion on, and now we're gonna go ahead and move on to some primer. And for primer, I'm using the No Pore Blend primer. I love this primer. I've been using it now for a while. It was recommended to me by one of my girls at Sephora. I always trust what she says, and it's really, really nice. If you have dry to normal skin, it's really nice. I don't know for oily skin if it's good because I don't have oily skin, but it's a really nice primer, and I pretty much just put it wherever I feel I need to. I tend to get like more oily or greasy. So my T-zone, my forehead, I go around my nose and around the places that I have bigger pores, which is around this area. And once I rub it in, I just kind of again tap it in, and then whatever I have left over on my hand, I just put on the rest of my face. But you only need the smallest amount, and it really does go a long way. So once that's done, we're gonna move on to an actual foundation or whatever I'm using that day. Usually I would either use the Skin Feels Good from Lancome, and that is a hydrating skin tint healthy glow. I've talked about this before. I'm obsessed with this. Or I will mix it with my foundation, which I've been using the Derma Blend Camo Smooth Liquid Camo Foundation. So sometimes I mix them, sometimes I use this alone, or sometimes I use this alone. So I think today I'm gonna go ahead and just mix both of them a little bit. I'll just put a little bit on my hand of this one, a little bit more. Maybe that was too much. And then I'll put a little bit of this one. That's about it. And then I'm just gonna tap them on my face, everywhere. It doesn't matter how. Both colors are very similar, and I know guys that my face is lighter than my body, but I've told you this before, I never ever tan my face because I get sunspots all over my body. I suffer from getting sunspots all over, so I used to get them on my face, and so I never ever tan my face. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sigma flat kabuki. So you're gonna go ahead and blend your foundation in, and I usually just again push it into my skin instead of just rubbing it. Remember to always bring your foundation down to your neck because you don't want that line, you know. Even if your foundation matches your skin really good, you don't want to, it's still like makeup, so you don't want to have a line of makeup like right on your chin. So it's always good to bring it down to your neck. Once you have everything blended out really good, pushed in, as you could tell, is not super thick. You could definitely build up the coverage, and if you want to put more foundation, you could. I think this is good enough. So once I get that done, it's time to do my brows. So I'm not gonna film the whole thing for my brows because I feel like it would just take forever. Brows is what takes me the longest, but I am gonna tell you what I use. I use the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. I got the rose gold one. This came in the Desi Perkins kit. Done, we're gonna move on to the rest of my face. So the next thing I do is I go ahead and I use some concealer, because who doesn't need concealer in their life? So this is the Tarte Shape Concealer. Is my ride or die concealer, is what I use most of the time. So this one is in the shade Light Neutral. That's what I like to use. Sorry that the shadow for my blinds is coming here and that I'm recording here. I usually record on my other room, but whatever, my mom is there, so I'm just doing it here. Okay, so I just went ahead, I'm just gonna go ahead and I kind of like dab in. I don't want to put too much because again, this is not like a super crazy makeup, but I do always do it in the shape of a triangle. And I bring it down because I kind of use it to highlight too, not just cover the circles. My chin, my cupid's bow, and then I do a little bit on my nose. And then I'm gonna use this tapered brush from Morphe. So I'm gonna go in and start dabbing. Again, you're not rubbing it in, you're dabbing it in. You want your makeup to stay where you want it, and you want it to stay like concentrated there. So tap in, and as you could tell, I bring it down to highlight my cheekbone area. You could already tell a difference. So with the corner of my eye, I bring it on the edge of my nose, and then all the way back here. Do this, and right here, my chin. These are some good looks, guys. And then the other side. And then right here, I kind of just very lightly, I'm not rubbing it in, very lightly, just kind of like blending it out. Blending it out. And then whatever I have left on the brush, I'll do my forehead, the middle of my forehead again. Just kind of like highlighting my face. So once that's done, I'm done. And if I need to kind of like, if I see a difference between my concealer and my skin, I'll just go in with the brush that I use for my foundation and kind of like blend that out around the area so it doesn't look weird. But as you could tell just from the concealer, you could see that these areas of my face where I put the concealer have been highlighted. So that's what I like to do with that. So now to set that, I am going to be using the Veil from Hourglass. It is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass. I've been using this and I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush, which I think is from Bare Minerals, and it came with the something I got from them, but it's their dual finish blush and contour brush. But I use it to set my concealer. So well, this is what I do. Try to keep my eyes up. I can't do it while I film, but I try to do this so my eyes don't crease. And then I go in with this. I don't put too much powder. Like, I'm not baking, you know, I'm not like going crazy with the powder. You see, I just put it in and then I tap the excess and then I put it everywhere where I put the concealer to set everything. And right here. Good. Whatever I have left, I'll bring it around this area. And I'm not putting any extra product, just whatever I have left, I bring it around this area because I tend to get a bit like oily around here. So I just bring it around wherever I have left on the brush, bring it around my face, but it's not a lot. Once that's done, I'm gonna get ready to contour my face, which I love to do. But before I do that, once I let this little setting chill a little bit on my face, I go in with my stippling brush and I just dab out whatever excess powder I have on my face because you don't want to look all powdery. So now we're moving on to contouring. So for contouring, I'm going to use my favorite brush, and this brush is again from Morphe. It is the M100, but as you can tell, this brush is just kind of like a small little blush brush. I don't know what to call it, but okay. And to contour, I'm going to use my favorite bronzer, which it does come alone, like you could just buy it alone. It is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, but I actually got this this little palette years ago. Is the Cheekathon. They still have it, and it comes with different of their shades, blush and bronzers. So I got this a few years ago, and as you could tell, the Hoola I have touch panel, but you have the other ones. I love this. I know they still have it. It is a great purchase. It would last you a really long time, and it has bronzers, it has blushes, it has everything you need. I love traveling with this because it's just one thing and I just put it in my luggage and it's good to go. So I go into the Hoola, tap the excess, and then we're gonna go again, tap. I go really on the edge of my head, and then my jaw area. You want to do this to define your jaw, and you want to do this with a very light hand. That's why you see me holding my brush all the way at the top, because the closer you hold it, the harder you're gonna go in, and you don't want to mess up your foundation and stuff. So you just go really light. And I kind of go in like straight line and then little circles, but again, really light. All right, moving on to the next side. Guys, I forewarn you, I'm not good at this. And voila. So once that's done, I do like to contour my nose, and I don't do it all the time, but I like to do it once in a while. So for contouring, I use this little brush that came in a set that I got from Amazon. I'm gonna try to link everything I can down below for you guys. All the products will be linked, and the brushes. I don't know if I'll find these are really old, but if I find them, it was really cheap set, and they have turned out really, really good. But it's just kind of like a tapered, fluffy brush, and I go in with, again, the Hoola, and then just make sure I'm not sweating, because I sweat. So before I do that, let me go in with the brush that I use for setting, just because I freaking sweat all the time. And then I'm just gonna go on my nose like this. I'm looking at the mirror, but I hope you guys could see. I just go on the edges of my nose, the tip of my nose, the other side, same thing. Bring it all the way to my brow. And make my nose itch. And then that is about it. That's all I do to my nose. Is not crazy contouring. And now I'm gonna go with my stippling brush and kind of like blend everything out, so you don't see any intense like lines or super intense like bronzer on your face. And again, I'm doing it really light. Like, I'm not trying to just rub off all my makeup. I'm just trying to blend everything so everything looks seamless. Same as my nose. You don't want to see lines anywhere, so Just want to make sure you do that. Now that I am contoured the way I want it to be contoured, we're gonna go ahead and do some blush. So for blush, I use this brush from Sonia Kashuk from Target. And for blush, I am using this little tiny guy from Tarte, and it is their Party. I don't know why I said it like that. It's the Party Blush. I love this tone. It is such a pretty, like, natural tone. Just a very earthy, kind of like mauvey tone. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap it in, tap the X's, and then I kind of like do the little smirk and put it on the apple of my cheeks and bring it back. Oh my god, my battery's about to die. Same on the other side. My batteries are about to die, so I might have to switch it. Okay. Guys, I feel like for camera you need to put more makeup so it actually shows. But I think that's a good amount for me. So once I do that, again, I am going to go in and kind of like blend it out, because you don't want to have freaking cheeks full of blush. It's not a good look, okay? So after I do my blush, I'm gonna do a little something to my eyes. And again, I don't do anything on my eyes. I don't put any eyeshadow or anything on a regular basis. But if I want to add a little something, what I do is I put some bronzer. This is my favorite to put on my eyes, and this is Give Me Sun from MAC. It is more of an orangey bronzer, as you could tell here. I'll give you a little close-up. I bought this several times. It's one of my favorite bronzers. And then I use a very fluffy brush. This one is from MAC and is the 224. And I'm just gonna go into the bronzer, tap out the axis, and then I just bring that in my crease. So you can tell here, let me get it closer. It's just going back and forth, maybe like little circles, blend it out nicely. And that is it. You see, it just gives your eye a little something, but it's nothing crazy. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. There you go. And that is it. That is all I do to my eyes, and I feel like it just gives it a little something, but it's nothing crazy. That's what it looks like with my eyes closed. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of eyeliner, not on the top. Again, I don't do anything else to the eye area. So in my lower waterline, I'm gonna go ahead and use this pencil, which is Teddy. It is the Eye Kohl by MAC, and Teddy is more like it's a brown color with like a little bit of shimmer. Absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna bring it into my lower line, bring it in, and again, it's not super dark, it's not a black, so it won't look so harsh on you, like, because again, we don't have a lot of makeup on. So there you go, that is it, and it just adds a little something. So once that's done, the next thing I'm gonna do is highlight, and then we will be done. So for highlight, I'm going to first highlight my inner corner of my eyes. I always like doing that. I feel like it opens up your eye, and I love the way it looks. And for highlight today, we are going to be using another drugstore product. This one is Wet. Another one, actually, I think is the only one that I'm using, but this is the Wet n Wild highlighter powder. I have no idea what the color is. Oh, Precious Petal is what it looks like open, and it's kind of like a little pinkish goldish color. I love this highlighter. It's really, really pretty. And to highlight the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to be using this tapered brush. It's a pencil brush from MAC. It is the 210. So I just dip it in, and then I bring it inside my inner corner, and it just opens up your eye a little bit, and it gives you a little bit of shimmer. If I'm feeling wild that day, I would do a little bit of highlight under my brow, but I don't do this all the time, only if I'm feeling it, and only a little bit. It just kind of like gives your brow a little lift and a little definition, but I don't do it all the time, and you don't bring it all the way in, just the arch. And then kind of go like that. to blend it out a little. There you go. And the other side. And then for the rest of my face, again, I'm gonna use the same brush and do the tip of my nose, and I just do a little line at the tip of my nose, or a little circle, and I bring it up a little bit. And then with my finger, I'll just go like this, bring it up a little bit, and leave that there. And then for my cheekbones, I'm gonna use my favorite highlighter brush, which is from Anastasia. It is, I don't know what the name is, I think it's just her highlighter brush, but I'll go in with my nose like this and just kind of like blend out that little line that I just did with the pencil brush, and then go in with the highlighter and I do my cheekbones. So I like to go up here, and I like to just bring it down to here. I don't go farther than that because this is the only place I want to highlight. So bring it in, bring it up. I do a little bit over my brow with whatever product I have left. Go back in there for the other side, and again I'm just coming up to this point. I don't want to highlight anything else. Bring it up, and then I do a little bit on my chin of whatever I have left. I don't put extra product, and I do put a little extra product on my Cupid's bow. There you go. And again, stippling brush, blend everything out very lightly. So I have my favorite lip combo that I have been obsessing with for a little while now. So the first thing I do is use a little lip liner. It is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Pillow Talk pencil. This is like the perfect pencil. I love it. It is pretty much the color of my lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips, and I do overline my lips a little bit. So as you could tell, I just go a little bit over to make them a little more, you know, juicy. So I bring them up just a little bit though. I don't overdo it. And then I do a line here, and a line here, and here, and that's just to make your lips nicer. As you could tell, it just looks bigger. But again, this is kind of like the same color of my lips. So then I'm gonna do the top, and again, if you want to overline them, just be careful that you're not going crazy. The top, I don't really overline too much. I just do the bottom a little bit. Now, sometimes I will put this pencil all over my lip and call it a day. But the combo that I've been doing lately is what I've been loving. So I do bring it in a little bit. Again, I do the line here, the line here, and here. And I kind of do this. And as you could tell, it looks like it's all over my lips now. But then I've been obsessed with this lipstick. It's also from Charlotte Tilbury. I got it when I was in LA, and it is the Kim KW. It is like the perfect nude. I am obsessed with this lipstick. Also, the packaging is beautiful, but I kind of put this not all over my lip, but in the middle of my lip, top and bottom. Go like this. Kind of like blend it out towards the edges with my finger, and voila. So you could leave it like this. Sometimes I do. If I'm going for like a matte look, I would just leave it like this, but I do like to top it with a gloss. So I have been topping it with this gloss, which is the NYX NYX butter gloss, and this one is in the color Creme Brulee. Very pretty gloss, super inexpensive. I don't know if you could kind of see the tone there, but it's just like a, again, mauvey nude color. So I just put that over. And that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. I love this stuff. It works amazing. I always spray it everywhere. Yes, girl. Ooh. And we are all done. Let me fix this hair and I'll come back to you guys. Hey guys, so I am back. All I did was pull my hair up half pony with my scrunchie, which I've been obsessing with. And that is it. This is how my face ended up looking. This is what I do every time you guys see me with makeup on vlogs and on videos and on Instagram. This is the look. This is pretty much what I do all the time. Unless I do some eyeshadow, the rest of my face is always this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sorry that I am such a mess. I told you I was such a mess. This is why I didn't want to do one of these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like me to do more of this like makeup videos, beauty videos. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if it's your first time watching, I hope you subscribe. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video.